Hello students, welcome to the online video session of Academic World School Bimitra. Today I am here with the physics lesson Magnetic Effects of Current of class 10th. This is the part in which we will be studying about the domestic electric circuits that we are using in our home, how they are done, and we will be also studying about the different safety devices which are used and the hazards from electricity. Okay, so take out your notebook and pen and note down. On my right hand side I have the diagram, the symbolic diagram of domestic electric circuit. You know, in our home we have electricity wiring that runs in all rooms, through which all the appliances such as your bulbs, tube lights and fans etc. are connected. So what is the method in which the electricity is distributed in your home and from where does it come? About this we will study in this diagram. In every home there is an electric meter. You can also find it out in your home where is the position of the electric meter in your home. So in every electric meter there will be some digits that tell you about the electricity consumption. So in every meter two wires, they are coming from the electricity pole. The electricity department of your locality supplies the electricity through electric poles or underground system, and they are providing with two wires, one black one that is called the neutral, the above one I have labeled that is the phase. So there will be always two wires, phase and neutral. Neutral wire doesn't have any electric current, but phase is having alternating potential which enables the current to flow vice versa. Okay, so phase and neutral wires, they will be first inserted into the electric meter to measure the amount of electricity that is used in your home. Then from there they come out and they go to the distribution box. DB short form, you must have heard DB. So DB is acronym for distribution box. So from the distribution box there will be some fuse. I will tell you later what is a fuse. Fuse is a safety device and about that. Okay, so in the distribution box there will be fuse. So the phase wire is connected with so many different fuse. Nowadays you may find that trip action MCB, it's quite same. Okay, now each fuse is the output of each fuse goes into individual rooms of your home. I have taken only one, the remaining 2 and 3 I have not shown. Okay, it will be similar. So let's say the first one goes to your room number 1. It goes into your room 1. So in room 1 what will be there? There will be one phase wire, it is called a live, and the other one is neutral. So phase and neutral, they both will enter into every room. Now the connection is done like this, that from the phase there will be one switch and then the appliance, so that in any case if you switch off the key, the appliance doesn't bear any current. Appliance is directly connected to the neutral, but in between the appliance and live wire there will be one switch. So this one switch is for appliance 1. It may be a tube light, it may be a TV or a toaster or a heater, anything. Okay, similarly as many appliances you are connecting. all these appliances, they will be taking the current from the live wire only. So live and neutral, they will terminate. Whatever amount of electricity is passed in these appliances, it is all counted and recorded in this electric meter. At the end of the month, the person will make a reading, find out the difference and charge you as per your consumption. So this is a basic diagram of the domestic electric circuit. I hope it's clear to you. Now, as I told you, this distribution box, they have got this fuse. What is the fuse and why it is necessary? The answer is, a fuse is a safety device that protect our household appliances. Fuse, it is a safety device that protects the costly appliances from the hazards of voltage fluctuations. See, every appliance has got some tolerance. It can bear a certain amount of current passing through it. The moment the current exceeds, in that case, that appliance may work disorderly. Okay, so if we have some appliance, some means by which we can stop that high electric current from getting into the appliance, it will be better to save it. You have got many costly appliances in your home, like as television, air conditioner, etc. So if there is a sudden increase in the current, and you know the heat produced is always I square R into T. So if current will increase, the heat will also increase. Now in that case, you need to protect the appliance, and the best thing is we will have fuse wire. A fuse wire has got is an alloy of tin, copper and manganese. Okay, so whenever the high current will flow, the resistance of the wire, this fuse, is high. Therefore, it becomes heated up and it melts. On melting, the circuit is broken and no current flows through the fuse wire. Okay, so in other words, we can say fuse wire breaks itself by melting and doesn't allow further flow of current till you change it. We have got cartridge fuse, KitKat fuse and even miniature circuit breaker. So there are three kinds of fuse we can have. Fuse is of types of fuse. Types of fuse. Number one, KitKat fuse. KitKat fuse is made up of porcelain. Okay. Then the second is cartridge fuse. The cartridge fuse is specified and comes in 3 ampere, 5 ampere known values, and the third one is MCB, that is called miniature circuit breaker. Okay, so fuse are of three types. You can find them in many places. Okay. The next safety device is earth wire. Earth wire is one more important thing. Fuse wire property. The property of fuse wire. It has high specific resistance and it has low melting point. So every fuse wire has high specific resistance due to which it gets heated up quickly. It becomes hot quicker than the copper. Okay, and it has low melting point. Because of this, the fuse wire will melt quickly before the copper wire does melt. Okay, now we will come to the next one, and that is fuse we have seen earth wire. In many of the switch sockets, you will find there is a third pin which is of green color. The third pin is there which is of green color. I will show you like this. This kind of plug is there and there are three pins in it. Okay. So this third pin is for earth wire. In every plug you will find there is third pin. This third pin is for earth wire. Actually the third pin takes the wire directly to the ground. Earth is the biggest sink of all charges. Whatever extra amount of charge you have, it can be easily dumped into the earth. Now let us say you are having an electric press. This is your press. Okay. So in that press iron, okay, in the electric iron, if there is any leakage current, then if you touch it, the current will go through your body and you will get shock. Here, this third pin will take the current and it will go down into the earth. So what happens? The metal wire is a better conductor. If you touch it, okay, you are going to get shock. If you touch the electric press, you will get shock. But if there is an earth wire, the current will flow through this wire and it will go into the earth. Let me draw and show you the passage. Here the leakage current, red color, will go through this third wire and it will come into the earth. Okay, so by any means you are not a good conductor. Then the wire is a metal, of course. Your body, it is flesh, blood, there is a lot of resistance. But if there is a wire, metal wire will conduct better than the body. So the current will opt for a easier path which is having less resistance. So the leakage current of the iron which could have given you shock will now flow through this easy path and finally come into the earth, and you will not get any electric current. Even then, if you touch, then also you will not get shock. So this is how the earth wire is a safe. Okay, so earth wire provides you safety here. Okay, isn't it interesting? Earth wire, it is taking all the current of your leakage current of the appliance without harming you. It's a must. You should also check in your home all those appliances, whether you are using like cooler. Sometimes you may touch a cooler. Cooler is a device which uses a large current, and if by mistake you touch it and there is no earthing, you can also get shock. Therefore, it is advisable that every appliance which is to be touched directly must have earthing. Okay. So we have seen fuse wire and earth wire. Now let us see how to this overloading and short circuit. These are the two hazards. Hazards, we can say accidents. Okay, so overloading and short circuit. What are these overloading and short circuit? In our home, every wire that we use, it has got a maximum permissible amount of current which can flow through it. Every wire has its maximum allowance. It can allow maximum. There are two kinds of wire that we use, 5 ampere and 15 ampere. So we are using two kinds of wire normally, 5 ampere and 15 ampere wires. That's why we are using two kinds of fuse, 5 ampere fuse and 15 ampere fuse. So two kinds of wire and two kinds of fuse. But sometimes unknowingly, not due to this one deliberately, but sometimes due to negligence, we are connecting many appliances using multi-plug. Multi-plugs, you know, they are available. You can insert from top, from bottom like this, and you connect refrigerator, iron, computer and charger. So many things you connect in one socket. That is called overloading. Ultimately, the load will come on one single pair wire. See, if you have got two wires like this, and then there is a socket where you are connecting so many appliances like this. So if you connect one pair, two pair, three pair, four pair, all of them will draw current from here only. Now say the maximum permissible was 5 ampere and you have connected it to 2 ampere, 3 ampere, 2 ampere, 1 ampere. Like this, 4 appliances you have connected. So total amount of current will be 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 2, 7 plus 1, 8. So all that 8 ampere will flow in this. The result will be this wire will become hot, and that is called overloading. So once again I am explaining you, if you connect so many appliances in one pair of wires that is above the maximum allowance of the wire will become hot. Now what happens after becoming hot? After becoming hot, this wire has got one covering. Every wire is having one plastic covering. Okay, so that plastic will start to melt. The covering of that wire will melt, and there will be two pair wires, one live and one neutral. So both of them, they will now come in contact and there will be a short circuit. Let's understand this one. See, you connected so many appliances with one pair and all that current is being drawn from here only. So what is the result? The result is this wire, because of heat, has become melted, the covering has melted and the wires become naked. In that case, the live and neutral will touch with each other and there will be a case of a short circuit. So short circuit is another mistake where the wires can melt. Okay. Cause of overloading. Number one, when many appliances are connected to a single socket. Then second, due to short circuit. And number three, when current supplied is fluctuated or increased. There is a chance that the current which is coming from the source, that is electricity department, can also increase suddenly, abruptly. So in that case also there can be a case of overloading. Okay. Now overloading, we have understood. What is the harm of overloading? In the case of overloading, there can be the covering may burn, and what happens? Okay, due to overloading, the jacket, the plastic cover will melt and it can cause fire. It can catch fire. It's very common thing. You must have heard many times that due to fluctuation and short circuit there was a fire incident. Okay. So this kind of accidents mostly happen due to overloading or short circuit. Now let us study about short circuit. What is short circuit? Short circuit, I will explain you. This is suppose a battery. Positive terminal and negative terminal. The connection is made here. Okay. and you have connected a switch and then a bulb. Okay. So when you press the key, the switch, what happens? The current from the terminals, they go flow to the switch and they pass to the filament. The filament starts to glow and give you light. Okay. And it comes back. That means there is some resistance where the work is being done. There is one resistance. So heat produced is V square upon R. V square upon R into T. Okay. Now if I remove this bulb, suppose I remove the bulb and directly connect the positive and the negative terminal. Now what is the value of resistance? R equals to 0. So H will be equal to V square. Potential of this battery will be only V square upon 0. V square upon 0, that is infinite. So very large heat is produced. Very large amount of heat is produced and there is a fire here. Okay, this is called short circuit. This is called a short circuit. It's very dangerous. You should never connect the two terminals of any cell or battery together, because in this case the resistance becomes 0 and due to this a large amount of heat is produced and this can catch fire. The wires become hot, their plastics burn, and this may further increase the intensity of fire, and even some part of the area that can also catch fire because of this. So we have understood today what is the method of domestic wiring, electric meter, distribution box, how they are connected in the home. Then we studied about the fuse, the safety device, and earthing. I told you that fuse and earthing, they are very, very essential. Next I told you about the two hazards which sometimes happen that we should avoid or try to avoid, that are overloading and short circuit. I hope you have followed everything. I request you to make notes properly and do the assignment and submit the assignment properly. Download the assignment from the ERP and submit it as soon as possible. Thank you, students.